Hello, friends. Welcome back to our English story channel, Learn to Speak. Learning English with Stories. Today I'm going to tell you a very beautiful and heart-touching story about kindness, friendship, and the magic of good deeds. The story's name is The Kind Farmer and the Hungry Bird. So sit comfortably, listen carefully, and enjoy this long English story with a sweet moral at the end. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a small and peaceful village surrounded by green hills and a shining river, there lived a poor but honest farmer named Ramesh. Ramesh lived with his old mother in a tiny mud house at the edge of the village. He worked hard every single day in his small rice field. He woke up early in the morning before sunrise, took his tools, and walked to the field. His hands were rough, and his clothes were simple, but his heart was full of kindness. Ramesh loved nature. He always greeted the sun, smiled at the butterflies, and talked to the plants as if they were his friends. One hot summer afternoon, while working in his field, Ramesh became very tired. He sat under a big banyan tree to take some rest. Suddenly, he heard a small sound. Chirp, chirp. He looked up and saw a little brown bird sitting on a branch. The bird looked weak, and its wings were shaking. It seemed hungry and tired. Ramesh softly said, "Oh, little bird, are you hungry?" He opened his lunch box and took out some rice and a small piece of roti. He placed them on a leaf and kept it near the tree. The bird slowly flew down, looked at him carefully, and started eating the food. Ramesh smiled and said, "Eat, my friend. Don't be afraid. I will not harm you." After eating, the bird chirped sweetly as if to say thank you. It then flew away happily into the sky. The next morning, when Ramesh came to his field, he was surprised. The same bird came flying and sat on his shoulder. Ramesh laughed and said, "Oh, you came back? You must have liked my food." The bird chirped loudly and danced on his shoulder. From that day, the bird started visiting him every morning. Ramesh talked to it as if it were his best friend. When he worked, the bird sang songs for him. When he took rest, the bird sat beside him quietly. Other farmers saw this and said, "Ramesh, you are wasting your time talking to a bird." But Ramesh smiled and replied, "Maybe you don't understand, but friendship has no language." Days passed happily. But one night, the sky turned dark, and strong winds began to blow. Rain poured heavily, and thunder shook the whole village. Ramesh's small hut could not bear the storm. Its roof broke, and water started entering the house. His mother and he spent the whole night in fear. When the storm stopped, everything was damaged. His crops were destroyed. His field was full of water. Ramesh was heartbroken. He sat near the tree and cried softly. The bird came flying and sat on his shoulder. It chirped sadly, as if trying to comfort him. Ramesh said, "My dear friend, I have lost everything. I don't know what to do now." The bird looked at him for a moment and then flew away. Next morning, when Ramesh went to his field again, he saw something shining near the tree. He picked it up. It was a small golden coin. He was shocked and said, What is this? Who left it here? Just then, the bird came flying with another golden coin in its beak. It dropped it near Ramesh and chirped happily. Ramesh couldn't believe his eyes. He said, "Oh, my dear friend, you are giving me this? Thank you." Every day, the bird brought one golden coin for Ramesh. Soon, he repaired his broken hut, bought new seeds, and even helped other poor farmers in the village. When people saw Ramesh's new house and fields full of crops, they became curious. They asked, "Ramesh, how did you become rich so suddenly?" He just smiled and said, "It's because of kindness. When you give kindness, it always comes back, maybe not from people, but from the universe itself." From that day, villagers started respecting him even more. They also began feeding birds and animals, remembering Ramesh's story. The birds still visited Ramesh every morning, not with gold coins anymore, but with love, songs, and happiness. Their friendship became a symbol of kindness in the whole village. Moral of the story: kindness never goes wasted. Even a small act of love can change your life one day. Be kind, be humble, and help others, because what you give always comes back to you in unexpected ways. Beautiful story: The Kind Farmer and the Hungry Bird. If you liked this story, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more easy English moral stories. We'll meet again with another heart-touching story. Till then, stay kind, stay happy, and keep smiling. Bye-bye.